Hey guys, welcome to the Retro Gaming Junction. This is Camilio, and we're continuing our game of Planescape Torment. Where were we? Lower Ward or Clerk's Ward? Lower Wards, I think. Oh. Interesting. Why would they, they know that we never entered here. We always entered here. We're going from there to there. And we're entering here? This is the upper ward. This is lower ward. Where the fuck is the upper ward? The clerk's ward? Maybe.
All right.
Lenny! You see a feral-looking young man in shoddy clothes. His eyes dart about as he scans his surroundings. He notices your approach and begins eyeing you warily. Greetings. He looks you up and down, then glances about, returning his attention to you. He gives you a wicked grin. You'd best have a good reason for disturbing Lenny, Burke. I have some questions. He laughs at you. I know, tout. If you've got questions, go find one. His smiles broaden. You'd best push up before I have to bleed you. Questions. No, I don't answer questions, Burke. I told you to go find a tout. Now get. Okay. This worker looks up from the task. They're only momentary. Look, what I'm doing here isn't going to get done while I trade the chant with some passerby. Just leave me be while I'm toiling away here, will you? Coffin maker shop. You see a tall, slender man with a glassy-eyed expression. He seems engrossed in some tale that the shopkeeper is relating. Occasionally he nods his head, but makes no comment of his own. And the man turns slightly at you, greetings, just enough to acknowledge. Maybe I should have stayed and waited for them to finish there. Just enough to acknowledge your presence. You notice that he's a little pale of complexion and rather gaunt-looking. He's giving you a blank stare. The shopkeeper does not seem to notice any of this and continues with a stream of useless prattle. Farewell. You're the best friend a man could ever have. That's it? That has to be one of the finest coffins I've ever put together. Dimitri. Okay. Greetings. Are you alright? The man continues to stare at you and slowly nods. You wait for another response, but he says nothing, only stares. You're about to turn away in frustration when you think you notice a strange musky odor. Musty odor. Step closer and sniff. You lean in and sniff at the man, and unsure what you'll find. As you do, a musty odor fills your senses, an odor you recognize from your time in the mortuary. The smell of dead flesh. You're a zombie. The creature continues to stare at you blankly. Slowly, as if with great effort, it begins to reply to you. Only your speak with dead power makes him understandable. Yes, I am Dimtree. Why are you here? Dimtree slowly glances at the shopkeeper and makes a feeble gesture toward him. Seeing this as a sign of interest, the poor shopkeeper redoubles his effort in telling whatever tale he is relating to the poor creature. Dimtree looks at you again. Emrys, he talks. Emrys never stops. Wanders down, annoys Master, annoys everyone. Master create Dimtree. Tells Dimtree talk Emrys. Now Emrys stay in shop. Master happy, town happy. Dimtree sad. Is there anything I can do to help you, Dimtree? The creature pauses, then resumes his slow speech with you. You can almost detect a pleading tone in his voice. Yes, find Master, Sebastian. Ask him release me, please. He turns his attention to Emrys momentarily. Please. Why not just put you out of your misery? No, revive. Master revive. Must ask Master, Sebastian, please. Not my job, you know. I don't know. I'll see what I can do.
Updated my journal.
Questions? We talked to Sebastian already. You see a rugged-looking, square-jawed man. He turns to you with a wide smile. How are you, Cutter? Good day to you. Good day indeed. He squints at you for a second, then just his hand out to shake yours. Greetings. Amherst at your service, member of the Harmonium and the fashioner of fine coffin for the recently departed. I think I know you, do I not? Let me see if I can place it. He pauses to think a moment. Sharp with names I was in the Harmonium, let me tell you. Know everyone on the entire ward. I have some questions. I'm looking for someone named Lothar. He frowns deeply in thought. Can't say I've heard of the fellow. Master of the Bones, you say? Catchy title, that. In a way, I guess you could say that's my title as well, dealing with corpses as much as I do. Now I know that most of them are covered in flesh, but there have been plenty of times when I've had to make a coffin just for bones. There was this one fellow that had this bone picked clean by something. Never did find out by what. Your father died. He frowns at you. Well, he disappeared some time ago, so I can only assume that he's dead. Where'd you hear this? I don't recall. I recall it was in the bar, the Dustman's bar. Oh yes, many, many years ago, my father was a talented stones mason. And he did not only construct sarcophagi, but he was also quite skilled in tomb design. People from across Sigil, the room begin to fade around you as a memory tugs at your consciousness. Relax and try to remember.
Updated my journal.
You find yourself standing in this very shop, talking with an older man with a child sits in the corner and plays. On the counter between you and the shopkeeper is a set of plans. He seems to be explaining some intricacies with the construction of a tomb. Your vision fades as you try to examine the details of the plans. When your sight returns, you're standing in the cavern in front of a tomb. Above the entry you see the slogan, Engineered for Eternity, clearly carved in the stone. The shopkeeper is standing next to you, a broad smile on his face. He gestures to you and begins to walk into the tomb. You quickly match his pace from behind and draw your blade. You feel yourself back in Amory's shop. He is looking at you with some concern. Tell me what happened to your father. I think I killed his father. He simply vanished one day, leaving most of his commission unfinished. His father is the guy who made the tomb. Most embarrassing. Took a while to get out of the debt because of his disappearance. And to an extent, I'm still settling various accounts. Still, I have a certain aptitude for the work, and he sighs lightly and gets a faraway look in his eye. Sorry, I was just thinking. My father's disappearance was the reason I joined the Harmonium, and left it later on. At first, I had a burning desire to find out what happened to him. Later, I felt a certain obligation to continue his life's work. I never found the answers I sought. It was quite the mystery as to what happened. Did your father keep any plans for the tomb he built? Yes, he did. After I came of age and inherited the business, I went through all of his records. They were quite extensive. If I describe a tomb to you, can you tell me if I was your father's work? I can try. I can but try. My harmonium training has blessed me with a sharp memory. I should be able to recognize my father's work if you give me enough details. Describe the tomb from your memory. There is little doubt that the tomb you describe is my father's work. The slogan you mentioned has been the family trademark for several generations. This tomb, where it is located. Describe the location. You describe the location in detail, surprising yourself with the knowledge you have of the area. Emery watches you with a concerned look. I don't recall anything in the family records that would even have permitted him to construct a tomb there. The dustmen are very careful about building rights and real estate, especially beneath the streets of Sigil. Then you recognize the location. Oh yes, sounds like the Drowned Nation catacombs to me. I've never been there myself, but I've heard of the area described many times. I need to know if your father kept the plans. Yes, the warehouse where I store my goods handles my business documents as well. Anyway, they are having technical problems of some sort, internal problems of some sort. New managements or some such nonsense. I haven't been able to replenish my stock of late, and I doubt I could retrieve any paperwork for them there either. He frowns. The Harmonium would never let things get so out of hand as to cause distress to its customers. His voice fades away as he thinks, and then he looks at you. Perhaps you would look into the matter for me? The warehouse? Yes, the warehouse is having some internal problems of some sort. Whatever that means, I can't get any stock from them until the matter's cleared up. The Harmonium would never let things get so out of hand as to cause distress to its customers. His voice fades away as he thinks, and then he looks at you. Perhaps you could look into the matter. Yeah.
Updated my journal.
If you deal with this issue satisfactorily, you may have your plans for free. He gets that lecture look on his face again. That may not seem like sufficient payment, but let me tell you about the difficulty involved in creating those plans. No, thank you. Farewell. Another time. Questions. Who's your friend here? He glances at the customer. Dimtree? He shrugs like he hadn't considered the fellow before. Quiet, doesn't say much. Do you, Dimtree? Dimtree doesn't respond, but simply gives the same blank expression. A few seconds later, he nods. Emery shrugs and turns back to you. Wandered in one day, a few weeks back. Been a regular ever since. He hasn't bought anything, but it doesn't cause any trouble, so I let him stay. Seems harmless enough. You see, when I was serving the Harmonium, part of our work was to take people under our wings. Give them a little shelter from the chaos of the streets. Get them spruced up. I don't know if I want to tell him it's a zombie. Okay. About this ward. Yes, the lower ward. He leans forward as if explaining something to a small child. You know, it's little known to most newcomer and even people in the ward. Most people think that this ward gets its name simply because it's not as prestigious as some of the other wards. That's not it at all. Not at all. Do you know where the name comes from? From all the lower plane portals? Yes, indeed, these portals. He's a little disappointed. These portals to lower planes are actually the reason for the smog in the skies here. He glances upward as if imagining a sky above your head. But I'm sure you're already aware of the condition that plagued this ward.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Eric. I don't know where he gets his name. The reason behind the first three points of the spire help to blow away the sort of worst of the mist, but can bring others the more with some weaker constitution down, fill them full of sickness. Fortunately, my Harmonium training has prepared me. What is there to see in this ward? Where to start? If we're to step past all the kilns, forges, breweries, distilleries scattered among the many garbage fires, not to mention the alchemist dens, the crematoriums, meat curing houses, and the charcoal burners, and examine the ward itself as a whole, one could say, well, there's the foundry, the siege tower, and he begins to falter and stops to think. The foundry. The great foundry is the headquarters of the believers of the source, also known to some of the laymen as God's men, because of their belief that everyone can achieve divinity. He shakes his head. The great foundry is much like their philosophy. A large, sprawling structure that seems to produce nothing but smoke. I mean, when was the last time you saw one of the believers of the source suddenly become a power? Not any time in the faction's history. Tell me about the Godsmen. Actually, friend, hey, Massa Mang. Godsman is the layman's term for the faction. The real name of their organization is, in actuality, the Believers of the Source. They hold to an interesting, if ultimately flawed, philosophy. They believe that everyone has the capability of aspiring to divine status simply by applying themselves. As my tour of duty with the Harmonium quickly proved, there are many who can never aspire to divinity, no matter how long they sought it or applied themselves. He scoffs. Nonetheless, the believers of the Source work quite hard, and their little faction is pleasant enough. The other factions. The Governors. The Fraternity of Order is their proper faction name. They are dedicated to law and knowledge. They spend most of their time simply researching every aspect of law. Now, I'm not talking just man-made law. No, their search goes much deeper. They want to know the how and why behind everything. Because of their devotion to law, they also run the courts of sigil and act as lawyers, judge, advocates, and such. Okay. The Harmonium. He stands proudly. The primary faction of Sigil is, of course, the Harmonium. We are the faction dedicated to preserving law and order in Sigil. There is no other more important function. Progress can only be achieved in a state of peace and harmony. There are those that think otherwise, but they don't have our resolve, and thus they shall fail. The Mercy Killers. The Mercy Killers stand for justice. To them, justice is everything. It is absolute and perfect. They dedicate their lives to dispensing justice, but it must be done correctly, according to the law. They firmly believe that by imposing justice on the multiverse, it can be cleansed of evil and made perfect. Sigil is the city of the center of all things, so many believe it's the city of doors. There are literally thousands of portals. It's home of the Lady of Pain herself. So is a topic that can fill volumes. The Lady of Pain, Amris leads in and drops his voice slightly. One of the multiverse's greatest mysteries, everyone will agree. I think she's proved beyond doubt shadows that females are the most dangerous creatures in the multiverse. Some say she's a goddess, a power that's made Sigil her home. Truth is, she breaks the laws of every power I've encountered. Powers need worshippers, gives them their power, but the lady doesn't like to be worshipped. People who do end up in her shadow, their flesh torn apart by invisible blades. Now I've seen some horrible things in my life. Things that would make another man's knees go weak and make him lose control of his vitals. Doesn't even compare to seeing one of the lady's victim. Next is, she don't take to people who try and play God in Sigil. See, you may not know this, but first off, no powers can enter Sigil. Not Zeus, not Ra, no one. Word is that the lady's presence somehow keeps them out. Can't get in, not a one. And the twist there stems like you wouldn't believe. And that twist there stems like... Sigil's such a sweet fruit that anyone would want to pluck, that the other powers are always looking for some way into Sigil. They haven't succeeded. Well, it goes beyond that. Not only does the lady keep them out, she keeps anybody inside the city from harming it. Certainly she has help from our faction, the Harmonium, since we like order, but every once in a while a foolish basher takes it into their head to start fighting on the streets of the city. Maybe decide to kill a few Dabbas, brew up some chaos, or start causing mass destruction spells. Not a good thing. Makes the lady upset. Doesn't like to see her city hurt. She'll kill you or maze you for doing such. Maze you. You haven't heard of the mazes? He looks at you condescendingly. You are green. The lady's got extra-dimensional prisons she can place special offenders in. You see, she takes little bits of Sigil, shapes them into mazes, then cuts them off from Sigil. You'll be walking home one night, or be stepping through an archway near your home. Then suddenly everything changes. You won't be in the place you remember. You'll be trapped. Chant is that there is one way to get out of each maze. You'll be dead and gone before you tumble into the dark of how to escape. We didn't talk about the tower. That scarred iron wreck, a worn mystery it is, but I have some thoughts on it. First off, it wasn't always here, as I understand it. It simply arrived one night, and no one saw how it got here. Now you've seen the outside of it, it's seen battle, and it looks like battles that most people could not imagine. Me, however, I've seen the edges of the blood war. Even tackled a Tanari fiend or two when things were desperate, with only my Harmonium fellow beside me. And those scars on the tower looked like they were gathered over several centuries at least. Now listen close. My experience allows me to recognize some of those scars that decorate the side of the tower. Some are acidic blasts, surely enough from some major sorceries. Some are Tanaric teething blades. Others look like detonations from Loth globes or scars from Baatuzu. Cornugon whips. However, a lot of the weapons embedded in the sides are weapons like none I've ever seen, and I'm well versed in a variety of weapons on many different worlds and on many different planes. Makes you wonder what's held in the inside of the tower. Basher who cracks that tower might have a museum in their hands. Makes you curious, doesn't it?
I'm gone. All right.
My lungs feel like a chimney.
Wrecked house. This unusual window allows some light to filter into the room, cast strange colored shadows across the walls and floor. Oh, I think we found the skulls. Shelf of skulls. Thanks the powers you're here, Chief. Get me out of here. What are you doing up there? Why? Those were-rat vermin nicked me and brought me here. Come on, boss. We got to get out of here. This place is bad news. Why did you just float down? I don't know. You look cozy up there. I can't. I've tried. Come on, get me down before... A flash of light and smoke blinds you for a moment, and a withered old man stands before you. Have we visitors, Skull? Oh no, Mort whispers furiously to you. Do not offend this blood, boss. He'll deadbook you faster than you can spit. The old man ignores Mort. Greetings, traveler. Who might you be to enter Lothar's humble saloon without invitation? You've kidnapped my friend. Give him back now. My pardon, sir, but you seem to have something that belongs to me. You've kidnapped my friend. Kidnapped? Your friend? I've done no such thing. Where is this friend? Mort speaks up. His voice sounds miserable, scared, and deferential. It's obvious that, in Mort's opinion, this Lothar character is no one to cross. He means me. Look, sir, just let me go, and we'll let this go. Water under the ditch, hey? I did not give you permission to speak, Skull. Mort quails under Lothar's grim voice. Scarred one. Scarred one, if you wish the skull back, you must fetch me a skull of greater value from the catacombs below. I will not bargain for something that is already mine, accept or not. It was never yours, or anyone's, to begin with. He's mine. Where can I find a greater skull? He's no one's. Your ignorance is astonishing. You truly know very little about very little. Now fetch me another skull to replace him, or say farewell to your friend. Just give him back, he's mine. Lothar ends tightens on his staff. The skull is mine. If you press the issue, I will take yours as well. Boss, don't push, let it go. The skull speaks wisely. Eat it. Give him back or suffer consequences. Very well. How do I find the greater skull? Move aside the divan in the center of the room and pass through the portal on the eastern wall in the chambers below to the catacombs. The portal will remain active for your return. In the catacombs, many skulls. One of great value lies within the entered crypts of the Dustmen, beyond the drowned nation. Bring that skull to me, as my were-rat minions have failed to do, and I will see to it that your friend is returned to you. Perhaps I shall even answer some questions for you. I've been to the tomb you speak of. It's empty. What assurance do I have that you will keep your word? I've been to it. It is empty.
Updated my journal.
30,000, woo! What is the meaning of this? The tomb was so well trapped, so well defended from scrying magics, that it was a challenge even for me. There must be some explanation for this. And he draws out his words angrily and slowly. You will provide it to me. Go through the portal in the chambers below and seek the answer. I have no answer. How could I know? I believe it was a trap to discourage the grave robbers to prey on such crypts. It was my own tomb. Your tomb? Your tomb! He eyes you carefully. We shall investigate this more carefully. Fetch me another skull then, as you seem attached to yours. We shall see what answers I can provide. Our agreement shall be as before. Do not try to deceive me with just any bone either. I'm something of a connoisseur. Return when you have something of value to me. Very well.
Updated
Learn
my
some new
journal.
tricks?
We leveled up and everything. You have returned. I have a human skull. Bah, this is worth nothing. I require a skull of value. I have not wasted my time. Be gone. Okay.
Aye?
So I guess in my inventory I had this skull here. I had were skulls and I also had the head of Soreko. I don't know if that counts. Let's level up her. Plus 1 fist. Saving throws have improved. Fighting skills have improved. 5 hit points. Blah blah blah. Points, no points because this is the fighting level. She's now 5/5. She's almost level 6 thief. Thief, they upgrade very, very fast. Not yet.
All right.
What's this? Oh, is it a teleport he's talking about? So this would teleport me directly.
Ready. Might as well. Got it.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't like that. He probably didn't like that either.
Yes. Look at it enough sort.
All right.
This skull speaks with a deep voice and a jocular tone. Have you come to learn of truth? I have truth aplenty. Tell me of yourself. I am Stern, one of the great practitioner of personal peace through intensive redirection of hostilities. His escape is the skull's teeth. You mean you're a wizard, an assassin, and a poisoner. However you choose to define it, Grimscalp. Stern turns his attention back to you. I was the best of the lot, so it's said. Then how did you wind up here? Funny you should mention that. I had a black book given to me in order that I might puzzle out its secrets. I unlocked its powers for a terrible price, one I would gladly pay again, and sharpened my edge considerably. Little did I realize that the book would betray me to another, a mewling rat thing that overwhelmed me in a wave of rodents and tore the flesh from my living bones. The rat went through a series of disciplines, each of them betrayed by the book, until it wound up in the possession of the ratman Montuok. If you find this book, accept its powers, and be rid of it before you suffer the same fate. We saw Mantuok. I'll keep an eye out. Tell me of yourself. A tragic tale. What can you tell me of the other skulls? Tell me of yourself. He talked about himself. Lothar.
Updated my journal.
I will tell you nothing. Even this bare existence is better than the oblivion you promised should I speak a secret. You can tell me. And gain merely your friendship? Bah, there is nothing you can offer me. Oh, he doesn't answer my questions anymore. How did you come? Lothar, other skulls. Of the skulls that will speak to you, I can offer no good words. The experiences have not been shared with me. Indeed, we have spoken precious little until your arrival. Perhaps it says, a smirk in its voice, there's something special about your very presence. Okay. Ocean before the storm, a sensate. Now alas, a merely decoration. A sensate, what's that? Sensate is a member of the Society of Sensation, one of the factions of Sigil, located in the city Festal in the Clerk's Ward, which holds that the universe can be understood and manipulated only through the senses, and therefore we should accumulate as many varied experiences as possible. I believe I've reached a quota on sitting on a dusty shelf. My boredom threshold is low. Can I do anything for you? No, but you're kind to ask. Once I threw myself off the shelf and shattered. Next thing I knew, I was back on the shelf, and we're all glued here. When Lothar tires of me, he'll dispose of me. What are you doing here? I sit on the shelf and gather dust until one of Lothar's rat minions take it into his head that I need brushing. I answer questions for Lothar, and that is the extent of this miserable existence. No, I meant, how did you get here? It's a long story. I'm not supposed to say anything about it. What could he possibly do to you? There's a remarkable amount of pain one can feel without nerve ending. Not all pain is physical, not all emotions mental. Those are sensations I do not care to duplicate. This interview is at an end. Farewell. Tell me about yourself. Not too much sensation here, eh? That's right, rubbing it in. I was just kidding. Nope, doesn't want to talk to me. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about Lothar. Hey, true nor troll. Nothing that he's not willing to tell you himself, since I don't trust these other skulls not to inform on me. Should I say something out of line? I simply won't say anything. Before you ask, yes, I'm that scared of him. What brought you here? Why, I sit on the shelf and gather dust until one of Lothar's... Oh, yeah, he said that. These other skulls. They're nothing. You have Goat Scum, the Were-Rat, Grimscalp, the Anarchist, Stern, the Old Wizard Assassin. I don't know what Stern does, but he's basically evil. Evil, bah! I'm merely a pragmatist. Is that why stabbing something in the back so often seems to be the answer you present to problems? It is not a fine solution. Is it not a fine solution? It always worked for me. Poison and magic work equally well as well, I found. Ocean before Stern took it. Where have you been? Cursed. Gate Town to Karsuri. What are you, clueless? It's a gate town, on the rim of the Outlands, the doorways onto the prison plane of Karsuri. It's a place of backstabbers and traitors. It's full of schemes as a Batsu undergarments. Being right next door to Karsuri is apt to change a burg's nature. I wouldn't be surprised if the town were about to slide over. What do you mean? When a gate town's beliefs get too much like the plane it borders, the force of that belief is enough to make its bordering plane swallow it whole. Happens all the time, at least when the anarchists are involved. Tell me about the anarchists. We are a secret society. Cells of members who work alone or through directives pass through the network of informants and leaders who remain hidden. Our goal is to tear down the power structure, to free people from the lies of politicians and powers, to let all lead their own lives of their own volition. We worked in secrecy, and changed our routines constantly to avoid infiltration. My time was decades ago, and so all the secrets I knew are no longer valid, except for the faces I can remember, and even those must have been changed by now. You sound like a paranoid bunch. If a society you belong to thrive on intrigue, infiltration, and the hatred of the established powermongers, you'd be careful too. It's not paranoia when they really are out to get you. In our line of belief, someone involved in a triple cross is an amateur. The skull regards you evenly for a moment. I think I'm done speaking with you. Farewell. You said you'd seen me before. Where? What was I doing there? You were babbling something about some Burke trying to kill you and wandering into all the wrong places. Well, you were obviously barmy and all, so me and some of my friends rolled you. Stuck a shiv in you and dived you up your stuff. It was right after that I was betrayed, but not before I hid some of that stuff. Where is it? I ain't telling. Maybe someday I'll get a body back and go for it myself. And maybe I won't. But right now it gives me the great joy to see you wondering. Good luck finding it. How did you get here? Betrayal. Who were you? I'm Grimsculp. Used to be an anarchist. One of the Revolutionary League. We had secrets and cells. We were going to topple the nature of the planes so everyone could live in freedom. We had the dark on some of the factols and were ready to make a move. But then we were betrayed by another faction. I wound up dead and Lothar wound up collecting me for my secrets. Good thing most of them are out of date by now. There ain't no resisting Lothar's charms. Tell me about Lothar. I've spilled the dark on many secrets, but that's not what I'm willing to sacrifice. I've seen overs in Lothar's end that would put the Arminium's rigid rules to shame. He knows my secrets far better than I know his, and I'll be damned if I'm giving them up for anyone, even you, especially you. Why? What do you know about me? I've already told your friend there most of it. You're important to Lothar somehow. And there's something about you that he wants to understand. You're like some puzzle. He's interested in you, Boyo, and he wants his questions answered. He'll be keeping an eye on you. I also know you're a far traveler. You've been seen before. The other skulls, them, they're all tools, though they do not know it. Their dreams are small and personal. They do not see a larger picture in their schemings. They do not see beyond themselves. They are worthless. I do not speak to them. I'm working on it. Who are you? I'm Goldscombe. I was a were-rat. Were-rat? How many were-beasts are there anyway? Oh, great number. Raven, wolves, bears, badgers, crocodiles. It's like all the animals in the beastlands have a lycanthropic counterpart. It's quite interesting, really. What were-rats are around... What were-rats are around here? There's Mantuak and his band. I made him, and what does he do? Goes and sells me to Lothar. That's okay, though. I spilled all the secret to the boss. Mantuak may think he's safe, but Lothar knows everything. What can you tell me about Mantuak? That sodding edge wizard, that bubber. I made him what he is today, years ago when he was just thinking biped. I found him and made his leg a snack. Tasted little pickled meat. I was drunk for days. Then he shows up. Then he gets some fancy book, and I'm yesterday's trash and decoration on a shelf bastard. Why do you know any of his secrets? His secrets is as the works for both Lothar and many as one. The cranium rat hive mind. I don't know what he's planning, but it doesn't matter because I told Lothar all of it anyway. How do you kill a werebeast? Killing a lycanthrope is easy. Just find a silver or magic weapon and stick him. Normal weapons don't work so well. There was a time ago folks to shoot me full of arrows and do nothing but sting. How'd you get here? It's embarrassing. I was in rat form looking for some food and a smoldering corpse, when let's just say I never expected a serving wench to have a silver fork. Mantuak found me twitching and wound up here. The other skulls. They're all most judgmental just because they were mostly human skulls. They think they're somehow better than me. I hate them. That's a healthy attitude. Tell me about yourself. That's nice. Lothar. Go away. Yeah, that's it. There's two. Okay. Yeah, this thing will attack me if I unlock these things.
Right. Like a shadow out of the shadows. Got it.
He looked at me.
Why not?
Done.
Yeah. Okay, let's get more. Well, I'm interested in
Done.
where this leads. Bones of the Night. Is there enemies? No. Yeah, but before I'd like to get Mort anyway. What's this place? Does this lead to the catacombs? That's what he said it was. Mantuak is there. There's a portal. Let's see where the portals lead.
Done.
Let's go back. We need to remember that we can talk to Mantuak, but I want to get Mort before. You guys are stuck there. What the fuck? Oh, that worked.
All right.
Do we have a journal of this guy's face? Lothar. Lothar, the master of the bones of the night. Lothar keeps shelves full of skull in his saloon. In his salon. They speak long-forgotten secrets, their whisper filling his skull with arcane knowledge. He may well be one of the few in existence who can truly destroy you. The folk of Sigil speak his name in hushed, reverent tones, seem eager to avoid offending him. Lycanthropy is a sickness passed on by the bite of an infected creature. Oh, there's no... Okay, Mantuak, the voice of many of one. The Cranium Rat Collective is an ingratiating little bastard whose best quality is that he is subservient to those with power. He's also a mage of some talent. It seems he'll sell out his master to achieve an advantage for himself. He seems to hate you with a passion. Perhaps he's jealous of you. Tokola. Toko, whatever. Yeah, we saw this. Okay.
Done.
Okay, let's go directly to Mort. Because all the XP we're getting now, he doesn't get it. And that's not good.
I'm gone. Done.
It says Soriko's skulls. I thought it was Soriko's head for some reason.
All right.
No, it does say skull. So that's probably it. We did find it in the catacombs also.
All right.
Where's the guy? I have a human skull. I have a skull of a were-rat. And then Sorgo. Let's see what this does. This is worth nothing. Whoa! Lothar takes the head of Soego from you and examines it carefully, checking the teeth. A dustman missionary and spy, eh? This will be satisfactory. His finger twists through an arcane gesture. Your friend will be waiting for you above ground, where you came in. Have you answers from me? I have many questions. Keep it quick.
You know, I've learned some new tricks.
And she leveled up.
Hi?
We're gonna come back in a second. I'm gonna go get more. 20 skill points. So we want open doors and detect traps. Stealth, I don't care that much. I like to be able to detect traps. Pickpocket, I don't know, that might be nice. I always forget to use it and feel like it's cheating, but I know you can get really nice items by doing that, like pickpocketing Lothar, for example.
Ooh, looks like my skills have increased.
Oh, so maybe you did get the XP.
What's up?
Level 7. I can't remember what he had, a bunch of stuff.
Hey!
She probably needs it a little more than him. What's this again? Dark sphere. A small bottle containing some dark liquid. Liquid contains seem to be thicker and blacker than ordinary liquid. No idea what that is. So there is place here for quivers. I just haven't found anything long range right now. Not even throwing daggers. Nothing.
Done. All right.
I would like some more question. I just wanted to talk to you some more. I wish to avail myself some healing power. Why am I immortal?
Updated my journal.
Your mortality, your soul, is, if you will, that which allows you to live and die, is gone from you. Was stripped from you by magical means, by the night hag Ravel puzzle well. Your mortality is the key to existence. When you find it, you'll find your answers. Tell me about this Ravel. Ravel puzzle well is an enigma, even among the night hags. Some would call her barmy, others say she plays a deeper game that any can see through. A deeper game than any can see through. She's evil, through and through, making the fiends you'll see in the area seem positively divine when compared to her. She's out of the reach of men now, thanks to powers, for she was mazed by the Lady of Pain. Mazed? How do I find her? Mazes are like pocket dimensions, small places between places. To reach one, you need to find a portal and a key. I do not know where the door or the key are. Perhaps you should seek some of your old acquaintances. You have certainly left a trail of them behind. They will find you, no doubt. Pray they mean you well. Perhaps you should visit the Civic Fest Hall. They have many answers there. What did Ravel do?
Updated my journal.
She was a maker of toys and puzzles, a solver of problems that didn't need solving. She decided that Sigil, the cage, was the largest puzzle box of all, and set herself to undo it, to let in the armies of fiends at her disposal, no doubt, to upset the balance of the city and turn the entire burg into a charnel house. Pray to any power you hold dear with thanks. She did not succeed. He stares at you coolly, makes a small potion, and you find yourself gone. Okay. This guy doesn't care about smart talk. Of your healing powers. Why have I lost my memory? It's a side effect of losing your mortality. I have lost my mortality. What do you mean? Okay, so this guy sent me to Ravel,
Done.
which is a very important part of
I'm gone.
of the story.
All right.
Oh, no.
Done.
You see a half-man, half-rat hybrid. Its red eyes gleam with a certain cunning, and the voice that issues from its mouth is oily and insinuating. So, a biped comes sinking into the nest of Lothar's servants. What do you want, man, and where do you intend to go? Step lightly, intruder, and speak the truth to Mantuak. Who are you? I guess I didn't talk to him. I'm Mantuak. I'm the voice of many as one, and the emissary of Lothar, Master of the Bones. I speak here, and you answer. Who is many as one? In this place, flesh, I asked a question. I'm just looking around. This is unacceptable. Oh, that's it. Now I can only ask him, the person in charge, Lothar. That's it. That's all. It's like there's something there. Fuck off. Why'd you put that there, game? I'm going back here because I want to go back to Buried Village. But I want to see something because in the Warren of Thoughts, there was a rat and I thought that was meant to walk.
All right.
I don't know if it, yeah, this guy. These are just rare rats. I don't have the key for this. I know where it leads anyway. I don't need the key. Tomb plants from the warehouse. Release Tree. Find the Night Hag. Discover the weakness of the Silent King. I could do this, but I didn't want to do it at first. Because I want to be friends with the Silent King. I don't even know how to do it anyway.
Done. All right.
What, you won't? Will you open the gate for me, you fuck ass? Okay. You better. Is this game as good as we all remember it? Oh yeah. Oh, I think it's better. For me, it's better. I think I can appreciate more the writing now of the game. Whereas when you were young, maybe you wanted more like combat and stuff like that. I didn't really care. I have found your knife. 5,000 XP. Your hero takes the knife and holds it lovingly. Oh, you're back. My lucky knife. Thanks, Cutter. And you. Lectures his knife, shaking it. Don't you go running off again. He slid the blade into his sheath.
Updated my
The
journal.
teachings of Zerthamon, I have become stronger.
Level up. Spell abilities. So you learn new spells. That's all he has.
What is your will?
What is Shraklor? It is not my will that we speak of that place. Tell me, what is Shraklor? I don't know if it's a problem when I ask him to tell me like that. To force him. No, it is the place where I died my first death. What is this place? One of the great homes of the people that has suffered many wounds in its life. One of its scars is by my hand. What do you mean? Upon the rolling plain of Limbo, the people shape cities from the chaos with their thoughts. Know that there is no place for a divided mind. Daikon raises the blade from his shoulder and holds it before him. As he stares at it, it sharpens and is almost as thin as a paper. A divided mind is an unfocused mind. A divided mind fractures walls and weakens stones. Many divided minds may destroy a city. Long have I known the words of Zerthamon. Through my voice, many have come to know the words of Zerthamon. The Zert protect the community from all threats, whether the body or the mind. They are the guiding stones of the chaos. So it came to pass that I spoke to the words of Zerthamon without knowing the words of Zerthamon. It came to pass that I no longer knew myself. So you doubted the words. No. Dagon's voice is edged and his blade sharpens and responds. I knew the words, and it came unto my heart that perhaps others did not know the words as Zerthamon knew them. And so division formed. As my mind became as two, as my mind became divided, those that looked to me as a guiding stone became divided. Many scores of Gitzerai, many hundreds of scores of Gitzerai doubted. Shraklor died that day. So those that followed you came to doubt the words as well, and the city was weakened. The enemies of Zerthamon came, know that their hatred of his words, and the people lent their blades strength. Know that they sensed the weakened city, and they brought war with them. Many Gitzerai drowned in the chaos and beneath the blades of our enemies. Small beads of metal appear on the surface of the blade, as if it's blistering. No, this happened long ago. What happened to you? As I fell from the walls of Shraklor, know that myself was broken, my blade, my mist, my mind divided. My blade was mist, my mind divided. I was adrift upon Limbo's seas, and I wished to drown. I died for days, my mind awash in division. How did you survive?
Updated my journal.
As you speak the words, you feel a strange crawling sensation eat its way through the back of your skull, and your vision blurs. You take a deep breath and steady yourself. For some strange reason, you feel nauseous, as if the landscape had just started spinning around you. How did you survive, Daikon? I suffered. As I neared death, I came to know myself. I survived, that is all.
Aye? What is it you want then?
When the Pharaoh went to return the tribute, he took my body, Vesha, for a while. We talked about that. Have you heard of a night hag called Revel Puzzlewell? At the mention of the name, Anna spits 3 times and makes a semicircle of her heart. Ist! Are you daft? Don't mention your name if you value your life. Why? She's the evilest of the Grey Ladies, she is. Anna's voice drops to almost a whisper, as if afraid of being overheard. Filthy mean, and with more power to toss around than some powers. It's said that she's all a bramble through and through, even her heart. It's said you can never kill her, because her body's like a tree. You lop off one limb, there's always another still growing somewhere else across the plains. You speak as if she's still alive. Of course she is, she has to be. Hannah's voice drops again. How would you kill a thing, Shazasur? That's why the lady had to maze her, so it's said.
And what's eating you, Chief?
Can you read to me with a tattoo on my back again? I just need to refresh my memory. Keep going. What does it say after that? What are you talking about, Chief? There isn't any more. What about don't trust the skull?
Updated my journal.
Oh, that bit at the end. Well, I figured it was washed, so I didn't read that line aloud. Oh, really? And what do you think it means? Do you think it refers to you? I doubt it. I mean, you can trust me, right, Chief? Are you lying to me, Mort? No, come on. What's your problem, Chief? I haven't steered you wrong yet. Yet, I don't like the fact you didn't read me that line. And I'd like to know what else you neglected to mention since we've been traveling together. Nothing. I've told you everything. Well, almost everything. But nothing you know dangerous. Is there anything else I suggest you tell me now? Chief, seriously, there's nothing else. I wouldn't hold out on you. Why didn't you tell me? What do you know about the night hag Ravel? Well, she's a night hag, and she was definitely barmy enough to make you immortal of all people. I mean, she could have chosen me. Still, anyone addled enough to lock blades with the Lady of Pain isn't someone we really want to find. We need to find the sensory
Updated
stuff.
my journal.
I keep forgetting you have all the knowing of a green prime. Luke the Festal is the main kip of the Sensate faction, the Clerk's Ward. They have libraries of sensory stone, yes. Yeah, that is definitely the next place to go to advance the main quest. We don't have anything else to do here. What about that? We did a part of this mission. Let's talk to you again. And the one who gave me this mission was in one of these doors. What happened with that? We did...
Done.
did talk to her about it. It took a while before I kind of understood what was meant to be done about it. Like I talked to her first or something. I'm not gonna come back here. If I go here and I type Cheryl. A leg bone. A leg bone. Which I thought I had.
All right.
But it's probably somewhere in the crypts here.
Done.
Could be in one of these somewhere. I didn't take anything. Come on, leg bone. Oh. Apparently I missed that the first time.
All right.
Stash. He's a retard. Okay.
I'm gone. All right.
Leg bone club. And sell all this.
All right. All right.
And it's gonna be there, the portal. I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm gone.
Eh? What toll? What the fuck are you talking about? I know there was a toll. How much? So now I have to pay 50 now? I've done this like multiple times. There is another way around, but that would be really annoying. How much? Yo, base. I suppose. I don't know. Give 40. Here you go. You'll find it all there. Feels like enough. Fuck you. We're not gonna go there anyway after that. No. Oh, well, maybe. Maybe. Shit. So I guess I must have gave her this before. That would sound correct. That would feel like what I did. So then she must have told me where the fucking portal is. It says... Whoa, somebody told me that in order to reach the Silent King's throne room, I could use a portal near chambers. Must close my eyes and think of the Silent King before stepping in the alcove. What? I can do that? But that's not even what I... Fucking Cheryl is... She claims she can use the bone to find the portal. Nah, whatever, let's look it up. Torment Cheryl's father. Oh, I still this is unfinished business. I already talked to Utero, gave me the portal keys, and look into the crypt for me, but I can't find the entrance. She says it's the northwest of the area. Oh no, I haven't been there. Near a bell tower in the northwest. Oh, she might have said that, and I don't know, I wasn't paying attention.
Done.
Is this the bell tower? Northwest, that's northwest. Northwest? The fuck you talking about? Just add the northern exit and search there. Says this item would have opened a portal inside the Weeping Stone Catacombs. So it's very clear. People say here it's not. It's in Buried Village. I just need the candlestick, and I have the candlestick in my inventory. Well, maybe, perhaps it is broken. Perhaps it is broken. It's not in my inventory. Or do I have it? She gave it to me. I remember this. I remember distinctively she gave me these two things. I remember having them in my inventory. The leather purse is one thing. Where's the other? There's a candlestick with this. What, is it on the floor somewhere? Fuck off. Oh, well, I guess I won't do that quest. I still want to reload, see if I can find it somewhere. No rewards. Did I go back to the court after he died? I didn't.
Done.
There you go, the candlestick is right there. So, where the fuck did I lose the candlestick? And let's see if that portal opens, actually.
All right.
Did I go into the portal and never... and don't remember it? Apparently it would be here. Okay. I'm still... When the fuck
Knowing the teachings
did
of
I lose the
Zerthimon, I
candle?
have become stronger.
No, day 22. Purse, no candlestick. Day 20. The purse, no candlestick. Day 19. The candlestick. So this one, well, let's see. No more candlestick. Remove and replace by this. Which means it may have been put on the ground. Maybe I removed it from my inventory myself. Now it's this. Give me a second, I know this is annoying. Rule. I'm very intrigued. We have it here. We have it in Farrod's court, so... What do you take? What?
Updated my journal.
It's when I got her.
Oh, what now?
Updated my journal.
So we arrive here, we have the candlestick.
I'm gone.
And then I have a save beside that place without the candlestick. So maybe I went and dumped it into my stash. That's a possibility. Anyway, if I lost it, it's not a big deal. Let's back to the last quick save. Or the last save.
Done.
Okay, now we have what? Like we have the bone club. This might have been a stash of whatever.
All right. I'm gone. I'm gone.
Hey, being watched, Chief. Just look natural. Casual.
Shit.
Done.
Yeah, let's go back at the
I'm
hive and
gone.
see if it's in our stash.
All right.
This is just a stone. No. Oh, what I did forget. What I did forget
I'm gone.
is to go to Farrod's place. And let's open this, so maybe if I stumble upon it, it's gonna be on the ground. Like, what else did I lose? Where did I lose it? It's crazy.
I'm gone.
Yeah, this crutch is something important. This rickety wooden staff has a crosspiece nailed across the top. The crosspiece is wrapped in rags, presumably to keep the damn thing from jamming too sharply to Farrod's armpit when he leans on it. The crutch, not surprisingly, smells terrible. Might be even usable as a weapon. I thought it might be usable as a portal key. Oh, there you go. Touch the archway with the crutch. Farrod's vault. So I guess we're gonna explore the Farrod's vault. Oh, this is a... I guess. I don't even know how to come back. Wait. Let's reload. Nope.
I'm gone. All right.
Oh, Anna said, what did this to you? How can I talk to her now? About this?
Aye. What is it you want then?
Do you know how Farrod died? I don't know. No one with a mind would. Farrod got a long shadow, he does. Don't have an accompany my... You don't have to accompany me anymore. You need to stay with the buried village. Nah, I don't need to be in the village. I was wondering what I'd do if I got pen in the dead book. Oh well, it's probably mounting someone's wall in the hell he is. But he's your father, don't you? Not me real daddy, it wasn't. Rice take on a hard look. He was greedy and he was stupid and he was selfish. And he was weak. And now he's dead.
Done.
guess there's gonna be a ton of shit here.
Bullshit.
Hey, kill Joel.
I'm gone.
Man, you have to use to do this to get all this stuff in here. Oh man. I love how you don't even have to look anymore. I did look. I did look. Sometimes I don't look and I get fucked because somebody says something that is usually used to greet as a greeting. Like sometimes, yeah, I'll say hi, so and so, and nope, not at all. It's a very easy place to miss, this vault. These beams look century old. Could have been enemies here just for funs, you know. There's so little combat in this game, just put some in. And combat has kind of stopped for a while because when we were going around the hive, we're getting attacked by these thugs, but that has all stopped all of a sudden. Like look at that, like this thing was right there. We didn't used to have this back then. We need to use to do this until oh, what is this? It's a glass eye, you know. Angleless eye. Oh, I bought this. I bought this for like $500 or some shit. +2 armor class. Ooh. I mean, you can't use it, so it'll have to be you. But she has some already. Open lock +5%. That's kind of shit. Stealth. I don't really use stealth that much. At all. I don't use it at all. What? Oh.
I'm gone.
Cool. Okay, let's take a break. And we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
The Dig, coming this fall.
In a society rich in poverty, in a civilization full of unrest, it is your duty, as the dictator of an obscure Caribbean island, to bring progress to your nation, to build farms, factories, and luxury resorts, to gain your people's favor, and to make sure any that oppose you have a nice little jail cell waiting for their arrival. Tropical. who comes Tropical, an addictive mix of building-oriented gameplay and political intrigue. For the PC and Macintosh, Tropical, taking office 2001.
Well, Mr. Harris, let's see what we've got here.
Dr. Forrest, please dial 118.
You know, Mr. Harris, rockets and jockeys are a bad combination.
Dr. Forrest?
Long ago, you returned from exile. But now, fate will not be so kind. Your enemies thirst for victory. Your struggle has only just begun.
This is Tannis Control. The hyperspace core is away. We have visual contact with the core. Proceed with transfer.
Start order.
All right.
Oh wait, in this save, did I talk to you
Hey,
about
what's eating you, Chief?
No, we talked about that.
Aye. What is it you want then?
Oh, I can't talk about this death anymore. Okay.
Done. All right.
I think it would have been faster to go through the portal. Definitely. Even at this point, it would be faster to do that.
All right.
Not really. Not anymore. Yeah, past the point of no return. So did we get anything good here? Level 2, Swarm's Curse. These we already have. Right? I have this already. And this, well, now I have 2 of these. I did sell some stuff here. Yeah, let's sell some stuff.
All right. All right.
Okay, well now we can explore. see a florid, boisterous man. He's shouting and carrying on like there's a war that's about to come through, like he's got something lodged in his intestines, like he's too excited about something to talk in a normal tone of voice. Ooh, an auction. Maybe we can sell Anna here. I got you if you had something to gut, Skull. It must be love. It's love, right, boss? Leave it off, you two. I need to ask some questions here. His rapid-fire delivery makes it difficult to understand him. You, sir, you there. You look like you could use something. I'm not quite sure what it is yet, but give me time. Give me time. I'll have it figured out on the spot. You need rooms? I've got rooms. You need supplies? I've got supplies. What are you selling? Questions. I'd like to sell something to you. Then you've chosen the right man. Let's barter. Do you have any job that need doing? I certainly do, friend. I have a little errand for you to run if you would like it. It'll net you 50 coins. And you need to do is run this handbill down to the print shop and ask Scofflaw Pen to print it up 100 copies for me. Here, take it. He shoves a crumpled piece of paper into your hands.
Updated my journal.
Who are you and what do you do? I'm the auctioneer at your service. I'd like to sell something. I'd like to buy something. I have questions. I'd like to sell something. Let's barter. Hammer of quality. Some cheese. Scroll of friend. Scroll of luck. Questions. What is this place? Why, this is the lower ward, home the Godsman, the Great Foundry, and a host of services. What can you tell me of the Godsmen? A group of people close to my heart. They say we are all our own gods, that we have potential for godliness within our spirits. From the lowest beggar to the highest king, we all nurse gods in our breasts. Who could think of something finer? The harmonium? Good one, a fine answer. What are you selling? Oh, okay. Let's talk about trades. Questions. Okay.
Done.
You see a tall man in plate armor. The armor is of unusual construction with spikes flaring from the shoulders, elbows, forearms. Questions. Who are you? I'm Harmonium Guard Drixel. He snaps to attention. Our belief is simple. We are the light. We are the way. We are order. We are truth. He stills his expression. There wasn't even a question of me joining them, you see. Some Bergs talk about doing battle with chaos to restore order and harmony, but they haven't got the stones to do anything about it. The Harmonium, we take action. We keep order on Sigil streets and on the plains. He nods at you matter-of-factly. Go on. He looks even bolder as he speaks. And we don't keep order with words. We fight. And fight hard to maintain and enforce order. Cross-traders, Knights of the Post, Indepts, Anarchists, Xaositex, Tanari Fiends, all at best behave. Beware the Harmonium shadow. Chaos can only exist in an era of tolerance. Nothing. They're not part of the truth. That is the Harmonium. Who are you? I need to buy some weapons. Plenty of merchants here. I need to buy some magic items. Plenty of merchants here. I guess this is a merchant place. Female shopper. Alec. You see an older man with long white hair and withered yellow skin. He stands tall despite his obvious age. He raises his eyebrow and awaits your answer. How may I serve you? Questions. Forgive me, but I'm... Oh, okay. Spells. What do you have for sale? That's not spells. What the fuck are you talking about? +2, that's nice. It's not really spells that you have.
All right.
Guess opening this would be bad, right?
Might as well.
F2, that's what I'm doing. So wait, I do F2 here, it doesn't do anything. I need to do this, then F2. What the fuck? And that didn't alert anyone. That is so stupid. Might as well just do this at this point. Greetings. Questions. What's the furnace used for? The furnace does nothing other than teach me lazy boy responsibility. That boy is always yapping and talking and such. Reckons himself a scholar and don't know the value of real work. If you have some serious question, well, it may be better to ask than me. I'm looking I got the time to give you the chance. What's that furnace used for? I need to buy some weapons. Again, no long-range weapons. Magic items. Alec, next door. This guy?
Alright.
It's kind of shit, to be honest. Laszlo. Greetings. He turns and gives a half smile. Hell, do you need help? What is this place? This place is the open air market. Not a buyers, sellers come here. Is it open air? It seems pretty inside. What's it to do here? The furnace, it's used to... I don't know what it's used for, but my dad says it's important to keep it stocked and burning right. He wipes sweat from his brow and glances about. Is your father one of the merchants here? Enz is his name. That's my dad's stall over there. He gestures to a stall at the right of the furnace. What kind of goods are available? Magic items, weapons. Yeah. What can you tell me about this ward? Why is it called the lower ward? The lower planes, the portals. Do any creature come out of these portals? You seen this yourself? They do. Most of them just stopping through. I've seen it. It was just last week. I saw a couple of Abishar come through a portal. What are they talking about? The tower.
Updated my journal.
That's one of the strangest sight to be in the ward. No one really knows how long that scarred old tower had been around. You can't get into it, you know. Bolted up tight within a chastity belt. You'd be curious to know what's in there. Thanks for a moment. The Abishai was gesturing at the tower and the portal. They was looking for the key, I bet. What key? The key to the portal leads to the tower. Every portal has a key, it opens somewhere, the key can be gestured, I don't know.
Updated my journal.
Maybe the secret to getting it is to not want to get in. How would I figure this out? Tell me where this portal is located.
Updated my journal.
There's a drawbridge, like contraption. Cool, we might be able to get in the tower now. What can you tell me about the city? The Lady of Pain. Interesting. At the mention of a face surrounded by blades, a memory forced itself into your consciousness. For a moment, you are standing in a darkened alley, breathing heavily. Approaching you in the darkness is an uncannily beautiful woman, her face shrouded in blades and with gold eyes. Suddenly, the memory fades and you're talking to Lan once more. Why does everyone seem to have yellow skin around here? It's a sickness caused by bad air. Or the smoke and all the factory smogs. It can be pretty hard to breathe easily around here. Someday it's not going to be out when the smog's linger too long. It can scald your eyes right out of the skull, so it's said. Can something be done about it? I don't know, at times winds come from the spire and blow the city clear of smog. That's not as often as would like. He blinks. It is will, I guess. Not much to see. The great founder is impressive, though. We might check that out. All the believers, you know. Most of the more amazing sights are in some of the upper wards. Might be better to look around there. I heard there's a brothel there. The Festal and some other places. Foundry, yeah, why not? The Believers. Oh, our end-ups. We're a faction that not really a faction. We're a faction believes that people are free to do as they will. We're a pretty loose bunch, and we don't take too kindly to making or being other faction. What's the purpose of all these factions? He glanced at you. The factions are them that govern most of Sigil and the day-to-day business. There's a bunch. There's the dead, the dustmen that take care of all the dead bodies in the street. Then there's the governors that make the laws and the sensate. There's a number of factions. Here in the lower ward, we mostly deal with the believers, the godsmen. They have their kip in the Great Foundry. And they're a pleasant enough bunch. I think that's it. Man, there's a shit ton of people here. Karina. You see a pretty young woman wearing simple clothes. She wanders about the market and examining everything, but does not make any purchases. You notice that people seem to be avoiding her, but they try not to make it obvious. She flashes you a warm smile as you approach. Greetings. Hello, I'm Karina. It's a pleasure to meet you, Cutter. What do you want to know? I want to buy some weapons. Hands over, so... I got used to them. Oh good, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings or anyone else for that matter. Just have to be careful when you say it to someone, you know. I mean, people are different and you never know. What may offend one person may not offend another. So anyway. Alec over there sells magic things. Are you a mage? You don't look like one. But I guess looks can be rather deceiving. I don't know what a mage really looks like. Yeah, there were robes with funny symbols and a pointy hat. Really, that's good to know. I mean, mages scare me, so I want to know what they look like. I guess it's all that power they have. They can do really incredible things and all, but you don't know what they look like. Warriors and priests and you know, other powerful people just look powerful with all that stuff they carry. But not mages. You really like to talk, don't you? Well, I've been told that I probably talk a bit too much, and well, people tend to avoid me. I don't really have any friends or male friends courting me. Sometimes I get lonely. Your voice gets lower and lower until she's finally silent. Well, I can understand why. I don't think you're a bad person. Let's say I like you. I won't regret this, I hope.
Updated my journal.
Oh, 2000 XP for liking her? I don't remember my name. What's in the name? It's just nice to know I have a friend. 2000 XP for making a friend. Cinder. You see a large, blustery merchant. He looks to be totally airless, and his pale yellow skin is scarred, as if from burns. He looks at you intently as you approach. He smiles at you. Greetings, I'm Cinder. I heard about you. You be the scarred, clueless fellow that be going around the wards asking questions. What can I do helping with you? You look like you have a few scars yourself. Hi, that I do. A few years back, I had me a kip set up in the hive. Some barmy mage decided to burn the ward right at the sigil. Almost took me with it. Sick for a month I was. A month? That's not too long. He nods and gets far away. Look for a moment. Aye, it could have been worse. Local mage healed me. Fixed the scars and all. Could have grown my hair back, but I can't like the look. You think this mage could help me with my scars? He looks you over. I don't see why not. Your scars don't look that bad. Hi now, who's that say? You should talk to him yourself. Name's Sebastian. He has a skip up over by the foundry. Yeah, he's an important fellow. A lot of people need to talk to him about something else. I'm interested in spells. I need to buy some weapons. Magic items. Spells. real spells now. Scroll of Cone of Cold. Yes, level 5. 5. Holy shit. Level 3, but we have this already. Cloak of Warding. Absorb 312 points of damage plus 1 point per level in the cast. We have this. Old Undead. Unbearable derisive laughter. What man does not feel their body filled with burning shame when mocked by a woman? Fill the ears of your enemies with the derisive scorn of a woman's laughter. Does it work on men also, on women also? Was it? Vampiric touch. Confusion. Force missile. Do we have access to level 4 right now? I think no. Yes. So I should buy some spells. I need some spells. I need spells indeed. Confusion's a nice spell. It's an area of effect spell, so that's nice. Force missile. That's nice. That's level 4. These two. Shadow. This is level 4. Remove curse. Level 4 also. It's kind of useful as a spell. I should buy it. Or I'll just wait and maybe I'll just get them. I can't take them because I don't have any space here. Clipped copper piece. What, this guy is... He's too far away?
What's up? Good is done.
Oh, that's abort. Select all of this.
I'm gone.
They couldn't have made it a little different? No, that was not possible. Out of the scope of the project. Blood Bridge. I think I have it already. Shield. Why not? Let's go with Force Missile Confusion. Feels weird to play a mage in this game.
Done.
That's a male shopper. Laszlo, we did talk to you, right? There's an exit door. Corius. Her name is Katrina. Karina. I beg your pardon? You know her, citizen? Voice of an angel and such a pretty young thing. Yes, and she's also lonely. I'm certain she would welcome the company of a gentleman. Certainly, I'm sure that all suitors say the same thing about her.
Updated my journal.
Ooh. Excuse me a moment, citizen. All right. A wonderful young lady. I will help you if I can. Well, you can't really help me. Hello again, thanks so much. I'm so grateful. What'd I do? He sent Corvus my way, I know because he told me so. He was afraid to approach me. Had the list of suitors. Well, what I mean to say is thank you. You're welcome. I wish the two of you happiness. Another 500. Whoa. They're just sending XP at me. And we'll end up on the other end, I guess, here. Okay. So let's talk to these three guys. This creature is huge, standing over 9 feet tall. Rippling muscles support its massive frame. As you approach, he leers at you and laughs. What you want, Smalley? I have some questions. You got questions. Maybe Torp got answers. Who are you? Torp, he raises his arm above his head and shakes his fist at the sky. Mighty warrior is Torp. All Tokola are mighty warriors. I don't remember my name. You got mighty scars. You must be great warrior, like Torp. He frowns and nods wisely. You got hit on head too many times. No remember name. Someday it come back. What are you doing here? Torp here with friends. We're gonna barge a flying lizard. He lets out a roar and begins to pound his chest with fists the size of arms. Flying lizard? A lizard, you know, but it fly. He begins to flap his arms like a huge misshapen bird. Eventually he settles down and looks at you expectantly. You mean a dragon? Torp good, but he not that good. Someday Torp want to barge dragon. He stares off into the distance with a long expression and sighs. But this, not today. Well, if it's not a dragon you're talking about, then what is it? Torp not remember what Xantia call it. He pauses to think. It lizard. Tall as Torp. Walk on back legs. Got wings. Got claws. Red in color. Think she say they called Abishai. I've heard of something called an Abishai. Is that what you mean?
Updated my journal.
His eyes light up and gives you a joyful smile as he nods his head. Yes, Abishai, flying lizard. Torp and friends, barge real good. Torp be warrior of stature then. Xantia accept apology. What's this about Xantia and an apology? Torp take friends to tavern last night. Torp gets stinking drunk, fall on Xantia's table. Spill drinks all over her. He looks embarrassed. Xantia says she not accept apology unless Torp be warrior of stature. So killing an Abishai is supposed to give you stature?
Updated my journal.
Xantia says so. Torp not know. Questions. What are you doing here? We know. What can you tell me about this ward? Torp not know. Torp new here. You said you're going to fight an Abishai. Warn Torp. I've learned that Abishai can only be hurt by magic weapons. Don't warn Torp. Well, enjoy yourself. I'm sure you'll be victorious. Farewell. Yeah, let's warn Torp.
Updated my journal.
Whoa! Need magic? How you know? I've asked around Torp. It's what people tell me. I've talked to Jiangxia. She told me. Did we talk to Jiang? I think we did. I think it might be her or something. He seems confused at first. Xanxia played Torp for Connie. She lie. Try get Torp and friends dead. I'm afraid so, Torp. Xanxia deserve apology. Torp free from debt for her. No, Xanxia not deserve apology. Yes, you are free of your debt. Torp, thank you. You save life. You save life of friends. He turns to the other Tokola and speaks to them hurriedly. After a moment, all three bow to you and each hands you a pouch of coins. You good friend, you deserve. You see Gort. Gort greets you and turns away. Zerb, greetings. What you want? I have some questions. No, he wants me to talk to Zorp. Let's talk to Xantia now. You warned the brute, didn't you? Yes, I did what I felt was right. She nods. I will not forget this insult. Good day to you. She turns and leaves. We got another 2000 XP for just talking to her. It's crazy. We just get XP left and right. And we need for her to get away. And now we can save. Sebastian, I want to talk to you about Dimtree. What about Dimtree? He wants to be released from his curse. I just wanted to compliment you on a job well done. Release. He gives you a surprised look and then waves you off. I find that hard to believe, Cutter. Dimtree doesn't have the mental power to desire anything. Did that idiot Emery put you up to this? Think about it, Sebastian. Emery doesn't know Dimtree is a zombie, let alone who created him, right? Yes, you're right, of course. Emery could not have sent you. I guess poor Dimtree is more aware than I intended. A pox on me for my stupidity. So, will you release him? He looks at you for a moment with conflicting emotion crossing his face. He sighs and throws his arm up in exasperation. I cannot, sorry. He gives you a pleading look. I want to, mind you, but I cannot. I fulfilled a contract by creating Dimtree, and I cannot break it, right or wrong. I'm a man of my word. My reputation demands it. Truth, I understand your dilemma and agree with you. Could I release him instead? I really don't give a rat's ass about your contracts. What you did is wrong and he needs to be freed. Who contracted you? Maybe I can get them to agree to his release. Well, I really don't care one way or another. A magic bound not to relieve such information. Could I release him instead? That would be difficult. He turns and begins to look through a nearby box. After a moment, he removes a book which he sets down in front of you. First, you'd have to have some magical aptitude. Second, you'd have to be able to properly speak the words you find on page 23 of this book. Last, you'd have to touch Dimtree just as you feel the power of the words culminate within you. He turns his back on you and rummages through another box. I couldn't allow you to read that book, however. It'd be tantamount to my breaking my word through the actions of others. Read the book and leave. Read the book and leave.
Updated my journal.
Whoa, another 4000 XP? That about that. No, I'm working on your quests. You know, did we talk to you? Probably. We talked to a lot of people here. This guy, I don't know. You see a well-dressed middle-aged man. He seems to be scanning the crowd with practiced eyes. He notices your approach and gives you a quick once-over. Baron Picty, moneylender. Moneylender. I cater to the needs of merchants. Want to start a business? Keep one afloat that's down on its luck? Perhaps expand a business? In either case, you come to me for the funds. He looks you up and down. I doubt that you are a merchant, sir. What can I do for you? I'm a merchant. A merchant of death, maybe, but not the kind of I do business with. If you insist on monopolizing my time, please come to the point of this visit. Can you tell me about your business? No, I see no reason to. You're obviously not someone I conduct business with. What is this place? Tell me of the lower ward. It is the home of the common people. Nothing of interest. Then why are you here? The one thing these mindless sods are good for is spending their money. gives them the feeling that they're actually accomplishing something with their otherwise meaningless lives. Where there is money, you also find merchant and thieves. I help provide the merchant need to relieve them. You mentioned thieves. Who else provide them? Not I. Why do you ask? Call it curiosity.
Updated my journal.
Such curiosity can be dangerous, even fatal, if one isn't careful. He pauses to consider his next words as he examines you closely. You might want to talk to Lenny. Can usually be found south and east of the market. Tell him I sent you. Tell him about the open air market. Nothing exotic is available. Yeah, you're right. It's not that great. It's not the best. Questions. What if I told you Byron Pickett sent you? Why? What questions? He looks rather tense. I'm interested in learning a thieving art. Can you teach me? What can you tell me about this ward? This is the lower ward, home of the common people. Okay, so it's just to learn about thieving, but she can do it, Anna. You could get rid of Anna, so this guy is a way to do that. The fighter at the entrance can also do transform into a fighter. I know how to release you now. Speak the words Sebastian taught you. Rest well, Dimtree.
Updated my journal.
Thank you, friend, as he falls to the ground.
Done.
You're the best friend a man could ever have, Dimtree. Still working on it.
I'm gone.
Okay.
Done.
"11 bandages. Oh, that's the siege tower. Wait, can we enter this? No. Just looking around. I'm here to pick up an order. I'm here to put an order. Who are you? What are you doing? What is this place? Who are you? Believe it the source? Why? We're one of the 15 recognized faction of sigils, sir. I believe that every being has within it the spark of divinity. Neither good nor evil, necessarily, but potential to be divine. Beyond divinity, we believe they are like something greater. We believe all life has a purpose and a goal. We are devoted to understanding what these goals are. We strive toward greatness with every step in our lives. Good for you. Are you going to let me in? What is the Great Foundry? Aside from being home to the believers of the Source, it is also one of the largest foundries known to mortal existence. Much traffic passes through these gates. We take orders from all across the plains. Currently, we are not accepting any further orders, as most of our craftsmen are either working on a new project or commissioned for the next several months on smaller orders. What this means in particular terms is that you're not getting in unless you have a receipt for work to pick up or have urgent business inside. I do have urgent business. Just looking around. May I come in? I see, farewell. Yeah, no reason to get in there anyway. They ran. Seem to be selling slaves. You see a boisterous auctioneer. He's very animated and does a lot of shouting, yelling, and stomping. He seems to have a tendency toward melodrama. Makes a lot of strange facial expressions as he waves his arms. He glances at you and motions the crowd that he's taking a break. Well, 1,000 greetings do I bestow on you, sir. He does a double take when he notices your scars. You know, I take one look at you with my discerning eye, and I see a man in the market for some healing charms. Do you have any charms? Do I? There don't have any charms. He pauses for effect. No, sir, I do not. However, I don't let that fact discourage you. I have plenty of other items for sale. You sell slaves? He shakes his head. No, sir, these are indentured servants, not slaves. For the most part, they're guilty of minor crimes. Their proceeds from their sale go toward paying their debt to the city. After their term of servitude, they will be free citizens once again. It sounds like slavery to me. It sounds like a good way to pay their debt to society. Whatever, I don't care. Whatever. I don't concern myself with such thought. My task is to sell their contracts. He lowers his voice and collect a percentage for my effort. You said they were guilty of crime. What crime did they commit? I don't know for certain, but I would guess theft, assault, not being able to pay their debts. Who are you? There is the name, friend. Can be you have not heard of me. I'm wounded. Verily I am. He smiles wider at the feigned wound. No one finer or more well known for bringing people a little closer together. He points to the rear of the auction block where a group of people stands in chains. Do you be wanting someone, friend? The sword, the foundry, the siege tower. I don't think he has anything interesting to tell me. Open air market. Sigil. I must be going. Tryst. You see a young woman who is trying to get your attention. She's wearing her shoddy clothes, but her demeanor is one of elegance, unlike that of the people who surround her. Upon closer inspection, you notice that her skin is clean and smooth, lacking the yellow tint of the inhabitant of this world. She notices your approach and smiles. Greetings, I thank the power that you noticed me. I'm in need of the service of a mercenary. She pauses and examines you more carefully. If her appearance are any indication, you would seem to be such an individual. Appearances can be deceptive. A look of concern crossed her face. Yes, Cutter, forgive me. I don't mean to offend you. I'm in a situation of, desperation. I've exhausted all resources available to me in order to remedy my situation, but what exactly is it that you want of me? The art of the matter is that I am to be sold into slavery for a crime I did not commit. I'm in need of a champion, someone who will help me prove my innocence and free me from this fate. Tell me exactly what's going on. This is long and telling. Go on. My husband died recently and left me his business. I am not business oriented, so I decided to sell. Not long afterward, I was contacted by a lender saying a loan on the business had not been paid. I examined all the documents my husband kept and found that there had indeed been a loan taken, but had just recently been paid in full. I explained this to the lender, and a few days later he asked for a copy of the document. It was nowhere to be found. Well, when I could not prove that the loan was paid, the lender took me before the court. My monies were taken and applied to the balance owed, since it did not pay off the loan. and to be sold on the block to try and recover the remaining amount due. Why sell you into slavery? It serves many purposes. First, it keeps the prisoner relatively clear of all the vilest criminals. Second, the sale of the convicted is used to pay for any damage costs or fees involved in the case. Finally, the convicted still serves a sentence from which they are eventually released, supposedly as better citizen. That is all fascinating, but I don't see how I can help you. I need someone to find the missing document, the one that proves the loan was paid, or if you could purchase my contract, or I could pay you back. She gives you a pleading look. I can't spend the next 5 years of my life in this ward. It will kill me. Surely you've noticed the illness shared by all who lives here. Yes, the yellow skin coughing. Yes, Cutter, please, can you find it in your heart to help me? Please. I'll help you.
Updated my journal.
What's the lender's name? I know his name well. After all I've been through, I'll not likely forget it. Byron Pickett. I know this guy. And Lenny. Who is this Lenny? I remember him because he always seemed to be uncomfortable in his clothes. Would pick at them as if they were new, as if we're not used to wearing them. On one such occasion, Pickett told him to sit still, stop fidgeting. He called him Lenny. Where can I find Lenny? Who do I talk to you about your contract? The auctioneer. Could you have misplaced the loan document? No, Cutter, I'm a very meticulous person. I kept the document in lockbox in my husband's study. Do you think the loan document could have been stolen? I don't know. Why would anyone steal that? The lender stole documents so that you'd pay the loan twice. That is a terrible thought. She hesitates and then begins to tap her chin with a finger, as she thinks, but also a most ingenious one. This Byron Pickett does strike me as a knight of the post. A what? A thief, or cheat, Cutter. Such are called knights of the post, or of the cross trade. Have you explained any of this to these courts you spoke of? Oh yes, I've explained many situations to many. My situation to many. You are the first to be willing to help.
Look at this fine, strapping slave! Look at him! I want the redhead! What do I hear? Do I hear 120? 130? Sale! This one's special. Only 100. What do I hear? What do I hear? You, sir.
The warehouse. What do we need to do in the warehouse? This? No. Oh, there's trouble in the warehouse. I need to find out what it is to deal with the tomb plans. Why would I want the plans?
I'm gone.
Maybe there's some secret. Vault of the Ninth World. Welcome to the vaults of the Ninth World. How may I serve you in this fine day? What is this place? The vaults of the Ninth World is pleased to serve as a warehouse for the lower ward and all the sentience of Sigil. Our motto is, when one world just isn't big enough. We provide storage space for those that have little to spare. Our prices are competitive. Our service exemplary. And our courtesy to customers is known throughout the plains. What are you? I am the voice of the Vault of the Ninth World. I am here to serve you, the customer. Instruct me in what you desire. I like to store something. We seem to be full at the moment. I thought it was supposed to be a huge storehouse. Well, yeah. The head sounds a little embarrassed. Only we ran out of space and there's something a little fishy going on around here. And I don't know what. The gist of the matter is, we don't really accept items. I'd like to claim something. A large bag of coins. We have bag of coins like the one you described. Somehow this guess feels right. 1,123 coins. We got it. Claim. Plans. Plans for a tomb? You don't look dead, sir. Not that it's any of my business. Here are the plans. That was easy. Why is this place called the Vault of the Ninth World? I have no idea. Is this place really as big as a world? No, it's just a marketing exaggeration. There's a lot of space here, but not that much. Please return. I'll bet. Ah. You see a thin, skulking man. His long, nimble fingers quiver slightly, and he has trouble meeting your eyes when he talks to you. You startled me. I haven't seen you around here before, stranger. What do you want from me? Who are you? What is this place? It's the Vault of the Ninth World. It's a storehouse. Did you read the sign when you came in? Not that carefully. Who are you? What is this place? And that's it. Who are you? Just a few questions. No talk to me. Okay. Middle-aged woman. Her face scared, lined and compassionate. She looks like she's led a hard life. Who are you? I'm Lena. I supervise these other two. What is it you do here? This is a storehouse. I'm a supervisor. Things get stored here. Things taken out. Not much to tell. What about the problems? What is this place? I see.
I'm gone.
So some trouble at the warehouse. If I want the tomb plan, I'm going to have to find out what it is and take care of it. And it's done.
I'm gone.
Maybe it's... What can be in it? Maybe it's something that we'll have to deal with later.
Done.
The print shop. Oh, we needed to go here. Take these coins. I'll be back. Talk to the messenger before it goes away. Whoa! He just disappeared. You see a thin, stooped man hunched over a desk, scribbling on a piece of paper. His hair is thinning and drab, drawn back into a ponytail. Thin spectacles adorn his hooked nose. His age could be anywhere from his early 20s to his late 40s. Doesn't look up as he speaks to you. What do you want? Make it quick. Who are you? My name is Spen, Burke, and your question answers mine. You had no idea this was a printing shop before strolling in. Now you've decided to make it your personal quest to waste not only your time, but mine as well. What do you print? Books, pamphlets, handbills, words, letter, whatever. Though I don't do racy prints, and I won't fulfill any provisions you might want, nor do I care to ask. Do they have to do with... Yes, Ginsburg asked me to deliver an handbill to you, as you can print up 100 copies. I'll have him for him later. What is this place? What do you print? That's it. Krosuk. You see a reptilian creature with a snake-like body, 4 clawed feet, leathery wings, and a draconian head. The scales covering its body are a vile shade of green. The creature stands upright on its hind legs, balancing with its prehensile tail. As you approach, its eyes narrow to slits and begins to hiss. The air around the creature begins to radiate heat, and its scale take on a pale sheen. It gives a hungry look, appears ready to strike. Suddenly it releases a flurry of hisses and relaxes its stance a bit. Go! Grosuk, no talk, toad waits. It glares at you as its tail lashes back and forth. Sebastian sent me. What kind of creature are you? Every muscle on the creature seems to tense as it releases a storm of hisses. It starts to reach for you, then stops. Hate drips from its eyes when it speaks to you. Grosuk no talks. You lucky human, you go while still lucky. You stay, go squish red. Taunt. Sebastian sent me. Give Krosuk information. No, Sebastian sent me to kill you. What information? It's hard to read facial expressions on a reptile, but you're certain that Grosuk is rather annoyed with you. His tail begins to lash furiously and the air grows warm again. No question. Give Grosuk information or die. Grosuk then take information from body. I need to know which piece of information is for you. I run errands intended for several people, you understand? Siege tower. I'll get inside. Sebastian says he divine way. Now give. Oh, that information. I'm sorry. Sebastian wanted to deliver that in person. He'll be along soon.
Updated my journal.
The air around Grosuk begins to radiate heat, and his scales take on a pale sheen. No, Grosuk think you lie. Give information now. Grosuk kill quick, not slow. Not give Grosuk take time. Remove your inside. Let you watch. Wait, I don't have the information you want, but I know something that I think is worth my life. Fine, Sebastian sent me to kill you anyway. Yeah, let's kill him. I don't remember why I wanted me to kill him. It will help me with my scars. Okay. Oh, we need magical weapons for this dude. This is not magical. I don't think it's magical. This is magical. These are enchanted. And these are supposed to be enchanted. Enchanted +1. Enchanted +1. This one is not enchanted +1. Enchanted +1. Enchanted +1. Okay, we're good. Enchanted, everyone is enchanted +1.
Damn it!
How much XP did that give us? Like 8,000 or some shit? Are you kidding me?
I'm gone.
I think we can already go in there. No? He's around here. Drawbridge contraption. Oh, this is the entrance to the tower, I think. I've come for what is due. One moment, please, Cutter. Sebastian reaches into his robe and removes a small crystal ball. He gazes into it for a moment before returning his attention to you. I cannot thank you enough, Cutter. I shall live up to my part of the bargain. Are you ready? Yes. Wow, 4,000 XP, charisma +2. It is done. Once again, I thank you.
Updated my journal.
Jeez. Never mind. Okay, well, we've done a bunch of quests. Oh, I didn't talk to Yemin.
Right. We need to set up Kip now.
Fatigued? Oh shit. The man has rough, leathery skin with a pale yellow cast and gaunt features. His face is angular, his nose is small and highly placed, and his ears taper to points. A tracer of tattoos and scars covers his body. He is dressed in strange, gaudy leathers that look more ornamental than combat-ready. His eyes are like two small black stones, and they track you as you approach. Before you reach him, Dakon pauses. I would caution you against speaking to this Gichanki. What's a Gichanki?
Updated my journal.
Gichanki and Gitcharai were once a common stock. We were slaves and food for the Illitids, mind flayers, who devoured our lives in order to succor their own. One of our ancestors, the warrior queen Git, led us to victory against the Illitids and we escaped. We have waged unending war on the mind flayers ever since. However, there was disagreement over the future of our people. Upon the blasted plains, our leader Zertamon made the pronouncements of two skies, and still was bared. One race became two. It is a rift that cannot be crossed peacefully. We're going to speak to him anyway. We'll let it go then. Let's go. I can do that and still speak to him anyway. Where the fuck is he now? What? The Kit Yankee has been watching you approach, and seems to ignore you entirely. Dekon, who wells on the walls of Shaq lore, an unexpected surprise. He draws his weapon. Dekon also draws his blade. Yimin, your blood shall corrode the flagstone of the street. Stop! Let it go, Dekon. That's the second one he wants to kill. Should I just let them attack? The entire multiverse are battlefield, dog. There are no sanctuary, there are no peace. You shall die. Let them fight or attack the Gichanki. Well... attack the Gichanki?
I must rest.
650 and some money. That was not really worth it.
I'm gone.
Right.
Let's go talk to Pietro or whatever his name is. Pickett. I want to talk to you about Trist. Ah, Trist. What about her? I'm trying to find a missing document for her. There is no missing document. There was a ruse instigated by Trist to cast doubt on her debt. This matter has been thoroughly investigated by the Mercy Killers, and they found no evidence. The Mercy Killers? Yes, a faction of fanatics dedicated to uncovering the truth in criminal cases and ending out justice. They are often used as investigators by the Courts of Sigil. They are quite thorough, and they found nothing. You could have missed something. That is a possibility, but not very likely. You obviously are not familiar with the Mercy Killers or their methods for you to make such a statement. If they could not find the document, then it does not exist. Someone could have stolen the document and then destroyed it. That way the loan would be paid twice.
Updated my journal.
For a moment it looks as if he was about to be furious with you. Then a gloating smile crossed his face. What a terrible thought. Pity there is no proof of any such activity. Yes, a pity. So tell me, why have Triss sold into slavery? Couldn't she pay you for money in the form of a loan? Well, if any proof does exist, I intend to find it.
Updated my journal.
He laughs at you. Well, good luck to you then. If the Mercy Killers can help poor Trist, I don't think you have a chance in the 9 L's of doing so. Now, Piketsod. We need to go talk to Lenny.
It couldn't hurt you to say a few words to me, Faintling.
Whoa.
Oh, aye, it could. Hurt you, that is.
What's going on? this guy that wanted the leaflets. Oh, it's gonna be... I got a tomb plans. There you go.
Updated my journal.
Well done. As I said, you may keep whatever you recover from the warehouse as your reward. Like the reward was supposed to... The warehouse was supposed to be a dungeon or something? It looks like it. And I skipped it for some reason? I just asked for the plan. They gave it to me. There was no problem.
I feel stronger.
I level up. Let's go with int. So we had 17. Now we have 19 charisma. Nice. But a guy asked us. And it's not there anymore. The printing. Print. Gets for the auctioneer. Man, this search thing is super cool.
If you keep bobbing about, Skull, I'm gonna mount you in the end of a pike.
It was the auctioneer here? No, not this one. The guy here. $6,000 XP, holy shit. Take this message to Keldor of Durian at the foundry. Oh, we can enter the foundry now.
Updated my journal.
Oh yeah, Lenny. I'm feeling Lenny is softer than that other guy. I want to ask you about the papers you stole from Trist. He swallows hard and stares at you. You notice his muscles tense and it looks like he's ready to run. He puts one hand on his hip in a nonchalant manner. You can tell he's wound tight as a spring. I know what you're talking about, Burke. You'd best be off. Smile wickedly. You know what I'm talking about, Lenny. Byron had you steal some papers from Trist. I'm here to collect them. Truth. Give me the papers you stole from Trist, or I'll kill you. Bluff. Give me the paper, or I'll kill you. I'm here to collect them. He swallows hard, and the corner of one eye starts to twitch. He glances at the scars collected by and tries to meet your gaze, but cannot. Collect them. I destroyed the papers after I nicked them. Just like Byron told me to. Really? Then why are you so nervous? Lenny, let me guess. Byron thinks you destroyed the papers. But maybe you didn't. Maybe you kept them. Little blackmail material, perhaps. He stares at you just for a moment, then suddenly turns to run. Grab him before he gets away. Just as he starts to run, you leap forward to grab him. He deftly steps out of your reach and begins to sidestep you. Seeing your quarry about to escape, you make another more desperate lunge at him. You fail to grab him, but you do manage to bump him hard, knocking him off balance. Your effort for his escape, alright. I didn't destroy them. I'll give them to you. Just let me go. Why did you keep them, Lenny? Blackmail? I kept them so I could turn Stag on your boss, Pickett, and keep Trist off the block. Blackmail my arse. Turn Stag? Yes, turn Stag. It meant I was going to turn him in, betray him to the Harmonium. By the way, Pickett is not my boss. Why turn Stag on him? He looks at you with some pride. I may be a thief, but I do have some standards. I won't kill some poor sod, and I won't do what Pickett did to Tristan, her husband. He shakes his head and looks away. I told your boss that what he was doing was wrong. Pickett's not my boss. You serious? I thought... But you said... You gave me the pills so I'd spill the chant to you. Good job, Cutter. Let's go get the papers, Lenny. We can't. They're in the warehouse, and they're not open for business right now. Rumor has it there's some sort of management change going on. But I don't know if that's true in any case. I can't get the papers. He looks at you sheepishly. That's why I haven't helped Trist myself. I can't get the sodding papers. I'll look into this and get the papers myself then. Go to the warehouse and tell her I'm here for a loan, and he'll give you Trist papers. If you then tell him I gave Pickett the laugh, he'll give you a bonus. What bonus? Evidence, Cutter. He'll take Pickett off the streets for a long, long time if you give it the right person. If there's someone in the Harmonian you think can trust, give it to them.
Updated my journal.
Let's go to the warehouse.
I want the redhead! I'll take him! I'll take him!
You're not even close to leveling up. You're gonna level up fighter soonish. And I just leveled up. Level 9.
Done.
Well, level fucking 9. We can use level's 5th spell.
I want them all! How much for the bunch of them?
Alright.
So they keep saying there's a problem, but he just said go here, talk to him, tell him that he'll give you the papers and a bonus.
Right. We need to set up Kip now.
Claim something. I was told to tell you that I gave Pickett the laugh. What about the bonus thing? I messed it up.
Alright.
Right. We need to set up Kip.
Done.
Do you need to go around? Claim something. Pick the laugh. Here are your papers and here, think. Let me get Pick the laugh was now we need to present this evidence. Let's go talk to Trist again, to an harmonium guy. There's two that I kind of trust inside the marketplace. I will give it to Deran. Ah, there you go. Deran. Oh, this guy? I've proved she's innocent of any crime. No, but I think I could get more XP by giving this to the Harmonium, right? And outing Pickett or whatever. Was someone Byron Pickett? I have evidence that proves he's involved in criminal acts here in Sigil. Give him the papers. Will I see the papers
Updated
afterwards?
my journal.
What about Lenny? Okay, do I still have the papers? Oh, maybe I have a shit ton of stuff here. The plans. If you were in the tomb itself, I could use this. Okay.
Done.
Him! I'll take him! I'll take him!
Updated my journal.
I'll take the sharp one there! 75! 85!
Don't come to me again with your problem. It was a pain in the ass. I was happy to help you, Trist. Alright. Hello again, Cutter. Thank you for waiting. She looks about. The document you provided, the core will restore my... Okay. 1,000 copper, 4,000 XP. Woo! This whole thing was maybe 10,000 XP all in all. Okay, we're gonna save the game. Next time I can go back with the plans. I could go back to my own tomb and see something about that. I can enter this now. And I'll probably look at my own VOD to see if I put the candlestick on the ground somewhere. Well, what's the deal with this thing? Oh, I also have the... So apparently I know the way to a portal to the Silent King, so could check that out. To the foundry. Yeah, so lots of stuff to do, and of course maybe entering the tower and going to the upper wards. I thought that Mr. Sebastian had the way to the tower. Somebody told us that this guy was devising a way to the tower. But we're supposed to have what we need to get into the tower.
Right. We need to set up
No?
Kip now.
Oh, I thought that not wanting to go into the tower was the way to go into the tower. Maybe there's more to it than that.
Get your slave over here! Two for the price of one!
Oh! Suppress any desire to enter the tower. Let's see. Under the siege tower. Yes, yes. I remember this. And I thought the tower was a big dungeon. I'm happy to have been here because I may have not come here until later in the game. I think this guy can forge stuff for me. Or something like that. Anyway. That's it for tonight. We're gonna play more Torment on Friday. And tomorrow we start Aliens versus Predator. I finished Homeworld 2 yesterday. So we're gonna play a bunch of Aliens game, Alien versus Predator games also. Alien versus Predator 1. Then I'll play... I could jump into Alien versus Predator 2. But just switch it up a little bit. I'll do Aliens, a comic book adventure, which doesn't look that great, but it looks interesting. A cryo game, point-and-click adventure game. Yeah, it looks half finished. But it's Aliens. And then I'll play Aliens versus Predator 2, and then I'll play Aliens Colonial Marines, which I heard is a pile of shit. Not really in terms of the gameplay, but the story. Apparently, it breaks a lot of the lore that was established in Aliens. Notably, the fact that the colony just got nuked. It didn't get nuked. Well, yeah, it did get nuked, actually. We could see, like, from orbit, you could see the fucking nuke thing. Yeah. So apparently we're gonna go back there and everything's gonna be fine. I don't know exactly what the fuck is that about. So have a great night, everyone. See you next time. Ciao.
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
I'll buy that!